Imagine that you want to get from point A to point B. Now, also imagine that you want to do this while you're still young, healthy, and vibrant of energy. Then you'd want to do this as fast as possible. Am I right? As you want to get there as fast as possible, would you rather choose to walk there? Without a map? To drive there in a slow tractor? Or would you rather drive a Formula 1 car with a top speed of 372 km per hour? I thought so. However, most people do not act like this in real life. Most people choose not the fast lane, but the slow lane or even the sidewalk. In this video, we will learn how to reach our financial goals faster. Much faster. This is a top 5 takeaways video summary of The Millionaire Fastlane. The book is written by MJ DeMarco, who made a really impressive fastlane journey himself. Once he chose the fastlane road, he went from a depressed 26-year-old living in his mother's basement to a millionaire at the age of 31. Takeaway number 1. The sidewalker, the slow laner, and the fast laner. In order to understand better what the sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane represents, we will have a look at 3 stereotypical characters from each group. We have Sidewalk William, Slow Lane Steven, and Fast Lane Frank. Now, here's what they might say about a few topics. I encourage you to do an honest evaluation and think about which beliefs that you identify with the most. Primary income. Whatever pays best today, I'll take it. My only source of income is my Fortune 500 employer. Business systems and investments. Money. Spend it! Carpe diem! Money is scarce. $1 saved is more than $1 earned. Live below your means. Money is everywhere and it's abundant. Money is simply a reflection of how much value I've been able to create and deliver to my fellow men. Live below your means, but with the intent to expand those means. Time. Time is abundant. What I don't feel like doing today, I can always do tomorrow. I am happy to trade my time for money, and I'm happy to trade many years of my life at college to get a higher salary. Time is my most valuable asset by far. I must detach my income from my time spent. Destination and goals. What? I'm going to retire financially secure at age 65. My goal is to create a lifelong passive income through businesses or investments. Life. Live today. No regrets. I've given up on big dreams. I'm a realist, you know. But if I live frugally and don't take any unnecessary risks, I will retire with $1 million one day. I will pursue my dreams no matter how crazy they may sound. I know that I'll need time and money to make them a reality, so let's get this going. Do you recognize yourself in the beliefs of Fastlane Frank? Please comment Fastlaner down below. Our beliefs form our actions. If you identify yourself with many of the slow lane or perhaps even the sidewalk beliefs, it's very probable that you are currently not on a highway towards wealth. Let's see why, and let's see how you can change that. Takeaway number 2. The mathematics of poverty and mediocrity. Depending on which road you choose, you are predisposed to end up at a certain financial destination. And as you probably already have guessed, the sidewalk is predisposed towards poverty, the slow lane towards mediocrity, and the fast lane towards wealth. Let's have a look at the wealth equation of each of these to see why that is so. The sidewalker believes that wealth is created like this. Wealth equals to income plus debt. Yes, the sidewalker actually believes that debt can be used as a tool for wealth building. And that's because he's got the wrong perception about wealth. He believes, like the majority of our society, that looking wealthy means that you must be wealthy. As his credit card can allow him to buy that new Armani suit, it must mean that it makes him wealthier, right? Unfortunately, the sidewalk doesn't care about how much money you make, because poor money management cannot be solved with more money. Onwards to the slow laner's wealth equation, which looks like this. Wealth equals to job plus market investments. Let's break these two down. Depending on how you are paid, the wealth that stems from your job can look like this. Or like this. The problem with both of these is that they are bound by time. For A, you can only increase your wealth by switching into a job that pays a higher hourly wage, or by working more hours. Work 12 hours a day instead of 8 and you'll earn 50% more, but you'll also burn out in the process, guaranteed. For B, you will have to go to college to get a higher annual salary, or to climb the corporate ladder, both of which takes a lot of time. Ever seen a 20-something CEO? The market investment equation is not linear like the job equation is. We've heard it before, and Albert Einstein calls it the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest. However, it too is bounded by time, because the equation only starts to work drastically in our favor once we have big numbers. Fastlaners love compound interest too. However, their goal is to skip the first 20 years and start where the real fun begins. Let's see how. Takeaway number 3. The mathematics of wealth. It's simple as this. To escape the slow lane, you must dump your job and start a business. If you want to learn how to get rich as an entrepreneur in a low-risk way, you may want to check out my video of The Lean Startup by Eric Ries after this. Now, let's look at the fast lane wealth equation. Wealth equals to profit plus asset value. We can break down the profit that you make in your business into two parameters: units sold and profit per unit. Here's where the power of the fast lane shows. Both of these variables are possible to leverage. You can sell something that gives $10 in profits, or you can sell something that gives $10,000 in profit. You can sell 100 units, but you may as well be able to sell 100,000. Let's go back to the slow laner's wealth equation for a second. Do you think that you can ever become rich, earning $12 per hour and working 40 hours per week? No! That's because small numbers have a strong gravity towards mediocrity. Can you get rich by profiting $10 per unit and selling 100,000 of those units? You most certainly can, and really fast too. Asset value will help you reach your financial goal even faster. If you own a good business system, people are typically willing to buy it from you, and they will typically pay way more than 1 year of profit for it. Just look at the stock market and the price to earning multiples there. But let's be a bit more conservative. Say that you can get 5 times the yearly earnings by selling your company. Still, this is pretty incredible compared to a normal job. Imagine walking up to your boss and proclaiming, "I quit!" And then he responds, "I see, Mr. Abramson. Just wait a moment while I'll write you this ginormous check. Shall we say, at 5 times your yearly salary, perhaps?" Note that this doesn't guarantee anything. The sidewalker who wins the lottery will undoubtedly become wealthy, and the slow laner can become a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. But the odds are not in their favor. We want odds in our favor, and therefore we want to start a fast lane business. Takeaway number 4. The 5 Fastlane Commandments. Okay, so we've established that to reach financial freedom fast, you need to quit your job and start a business. But not any type of business. This is not a do what you love or be your own boss advice. No, a business should fulfill as many as possible of the 5 Fastlane Commandments to be worthy of pursuing. The commandment of control. If you're not in control of your business, someone else is. For instance, hitchhiking a content distribution platform to distribute your educational videos violates this commandment. Another example. There are lots of businesses that earn good money from Google's AdSense program, but you know what? The company which brings in the great bucks is Google itself. Ouch. Anyways, here's an ad for you. The commandment of entry. If the road you are choosing is crowded with other people, you can count on being stuck in a traffic jam. You'd like some kind of barrier of entry to your business. A certain knowledge that people must possess to participate, large sums of money required for investments, contacts that you need to have, etc. The commandment of need. Doing what you love is a flawed strategy. People do not care about what you love. People care about having their problems solved. Selfish motives like doing what you love is a free ticket to the road with a traffic jam again. Because if you love it, chances are that everyone else loves doing it too. It's quite simple, really. Offer the world more value and you'll become rich. Affect millions and you'll make millions. The commandment of time. Somewhere down the line, you must be able to detach yourself from your own business. You must create a business system that can survive without any input from yourself. We want passive income. Otherwise, you've just created yourself a job in disguise. Money is not king. Time is. The commandment of scale. M.J. DeMarco talks about something he calls the law of affection. And this is so important in my opinion that I'd like to make it into its own takeaway. Takeaway number 5. The law of affection. Basically, you can become a millionaire by having either magnitude or scale in your business. Magnitude is how much value you provide per person you affect. Scale is how many you affect. If you do not have either, you do not have a millionaire fastlane. Let's take a few examples. Slow Lane William opens a lemonade stand outside of his garage. He profits $1 for each drink sold, so he does not have magnitude in the business. And what about scale? Is it possible for William to sell 10,000 drinks from his garage? Nah, probably not. William's business fails the commandment of scale because it's got a ceiling attached to both the magnitude and the scale of his business. Fastlane Frank is a doctor and he starts a private clinic for plastic surgery in Hollywood with his best friend. Just like William, Frank has attached a ceiling to his business in terms of scale. He cannot provide value for, say, more than 10 people per day. But he does have magnitude. Delivering upgrades in looks provides a lot of value, and doing so to some of the richest people in the world means that he can become rich too. Fastlane Fiona discovers some type of new beauty product for young women. Yes, it really isn't possible to saturate this market. She profits only $3 from each product sold, so she does have a ceiling in magnitude, just like William. Unlike William, she doesn't try to sell this from her local garage. She decides to partner up with a few influencers and distribute the product online. During the first year, she sells 100,000 units. During year 2, 1 million. If you sell 1 million of anything, you can be sure you'll become rich. If you manage to combine both magnitude and scale, we're talking billionaire fastlane rather than millionaire fastlane. That's it. Time for a summary. Your beliefs form your actions. Try to change your attitude to that of a fastlaner and you will see results in your personal finances down the road. The sidewalk is mathematically predisposed towards poverty. The slow lane is predisposed towards mediocrity, and the fast lane is predisposed towards wealth. We want to stack the mathematical odds in our favor. A fast lane business should fulfill as many as possible of the following 5 commandments: control, entry, need, time, and scale. Provide value in scale or magnitude to become a millionaire. If you want to ignite a fire in your gut, I can highly recommend this book. Get it from the link in the description if you want to support this channel. If you like this video, and you can already feel that fire, have a look at my summary of The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. There, I explain how to start your own fast lane business, using your time as efficiently as possible and without risking your neck doing it. Cheers!